Hey everyone, this is Russell. I want to welcome you back to Funnel University. Just so you guys know, going forward, Steven and I have a challenge to try to find a cooler funnel than each other every single month for you guys. I think I won this time. So I was on Facebook the other day, minding my own business, and all of a sudden I saw this ad right here: 100% grass-fed beef from Crowd Cow, dry aged, healthy, delicious, on sale. So this message definitely spoke to me. I'm all about organic grass-fed meat, all sorts of stuff. It's hard in Boise to get, so I already ordered this kind of stuff through direct mail anyway, and they get drop shipped every single month. So I saw this, I was like super excited, and it cracks me because there's people that are angry about it, and there's like, but for me, like targeting was perfect for it. So I clicked on it, took me this page, and I was like, $15 discount, boom! I'm already gonna get some cows. I know that, so I go and I put my email in to redeem the coupon now, and then this is where everything got really exciting. Took me over here to this page, and if you look at this page, a couple cool things you'll notice. Is this is kind of like a Groupon, or it's kind of like Groupon, kind of like Kickstarter, kind of a couple different models blended together. And so if you look at here, there's the cow, right? It's like, here's the cow, and they could take us even further than like name the cow, but they didn't. But here's the cow, and basically this cow is here, and they're selling off pieces of the cow. And so the cow is gone, then it's gone. But if only half the cow gets sold, then nobody gets it, right? Like, so it's kind of like Groupon used to be back in the day, where it's like, this deal only happens if we get 500 people to buy it. So it gets you to go out there and share with your friends and try to get other people on board, and it gets really fun, right? So I came here and I was like, holy cow, 70% sold. And then there's 7 days remaining. And I was going through, there's a video that kind of sells the cow. And then you scroll down here on the side, you actually see all the different things that are available. So right now, there's 7 out of the 8 left of this part of the cow, and then there's this much this part. But when you go through, it's basically all the pieces of the cow. And so when it's all said and done, after all these things are sold out, the cow is gone. So it's kind of like Kickstarter has two of those different packages, but they're all kind of fake. There's no real scarcity. But with this, it's like, yeah, when the ground beef's gone, it's gone. Like, there's no more left on the cow, right? And then they add wine on there, and briskets, and burger patties, the shanks, the short ribs. Anyway, it goes till basically everything is gone. And then you start selling out the hearts, the bone marrow, the fat, the liver, the kidneys, like literally everything. Like, it sells every single piece of the cow, right? So I was like, this is so cool. So I went through there and I clicked on the buy to share, and then it was kind of cool is how they did this. It popped up the like pre-order form, and then it had similar to this. Like, I could have just clicked on it here, or if I click on buy to share, it pops up here, and again shows me kind of all the different cuts that are available, and shows you the limits, right? So there's urgency, there's scarcity built in. It's pretty cool. So I went to buy it, and it takes you over here. And so it keeps giving me the option to keep adding more things, like, oh, you can buy more than one. So the order form is kind of unique. Probably not something you can do quite default in ClickFunnels yet, but you could do these as order form bumps. So like, oh yeah, I do want steak, I do want this. So you can keep adding in all the other options. And so you kind of it keeps giving you the ability, like, oh yeah, I also want the leaf fat. Oh, I want the liver. Oh, I want and just keep adding on the things. So it's like a couple dozen order form bumps. Then after you buy, that takes you here. And the cool thing about this, again, is, well, first off, it says you're a stakeholder, which is kind of cool. However, the cow is only 22% of the way sold, so you help us tip over the cow. So it's just kind of fun using cow terms, right? Tipping over the cow, you're a stakeholder, and then basically it says share to Facebook, so that way more people can sell. So it gets your customers promoting and kind of pushing it out there as well, okay? So kind of exciting. Now, a couple of things to think about this. Some of you guys are like, Russell, that's cool, but I'm not selling cows. So how could I, or should I, or do I use this, right? So I started thinking about this. I heard a story back, Joe Polish told me this story. He used to be one of the marketing guys for Bill Phillips back when he had Body for Life and what was it called? EAS, which was the biggest supplement company in the world at the time. And so with one campaign they did one time is they were trying to figure out cool ways to sell their stuff. So one time they I don't know if it was they actually did or if they just was the marketing campaign. But basically, they wrote this big, huge sales letter out to their entire audience. It was like, hey, we over-ordered on protein. We've got 2 huge semis sitting in our warehouse full of protein. And so what we're going to do is we're giving you a discount, but just tell the when it's gone, it's gone. Like, the rest of the warehouse is filled up with normal price stuff, but we got two basically semis sitting out front that we can't get rid of until everyone's bought the stuff. So it's a huge discount, save 30%, but you got to buy now. And then when it's gone, right? And so they put the letter out, and people started buying it like crazy. And then the coolest thing, this is like my favorite part of the story. So they send out this is pre-email, right? So they sent the direct sales letter out to all these people, sold millions of dollars worth of protein. And then Joe, I think it was Joe, had the idea like 2 or 3 weeks later, like, what if we followed up on that? And so they took the exact same sales letter, printed out the same thing, but they took like a magic marker and they crossed out because they had a picture of the two semis. They crossed out one of the pictures and said, one semi down, one to go. And they sent that out, and they said the second letter made like 3 or 4 times as much, excuse me, as the first one. So it's just this cool thing of like, how do you take what you sell and chop it up like this, right? Like maybe if you were a consultant, instead of like selling like your time one-on-one, say, look, this is my week. There's 7 days in the week. When they're gone, and there's 3 hours this day, and like blocking it out and let people buy, and like chopping up your week, right? And chopping up instead of a cow. Or let's say you're selling a course. Do the same thing. Like, hey, in my shipping warehouse, we got 32 of them ordered. When they're gone, they're gone. We're only selling this discount if we sell all of them. Or we've done it in the past with like old products that are sitting in a warehouse. We go and bundle them up and like have a big sale where there's only so much done, so much left. So you can do this by chopping up your cow. You can chop up your time, you can chop up inventory, you can chop up things, but make it a really cool, fun experience. And I thought that this was just a really creative, cool way. So I'm gonna map this process out for any of you guys who want to see it. So we're gonna call this one, it's Crowded Cow, right? Or the Crowd Cow. So the Crowd Cow funnel. Blue marker is dying, so we'll shift now to black and reds. All right, so the first, obviously, is the Facebook ad. As you guys all know, good Facebook ad comes with good targeting. So here's a $15 off organic grass-fed beef, and target people who are obsessed with that like me. Give them a sweet discount, comes right here, and this is just basically a coupon. What's cool is that with offers that are simple, right? Like I want grass-fed meat. Here's a $50 coupon. Like the opt-in page is easy. Like all the opt-in pages is a discount. They don't have to sell anything, do anything. It's just here it is, right? So they have a coupon for $15 off. That is your squeeze page. They put the email in. You submit. Then you come over here, and now here's where you have your page, where basically you are hopefully having a cool video here of you talking about a thing. You have a headline here, and then right here, can I draw a picture of a cow?
Anyway, I think you should try.
I should try it. That marker. If I had a Sharpie. Okay, here's my cow. There's the tail. There's the body. 1 leg, 2 leg, 3 leg, 4 leg. All right, there's a cow.
Spitting image.
Yeah, it looks similar. It looks like a goat more. Anyway, then like what percentage of it's taken. So you can have your calendar. You can have your whatever it is, right? And then what's cool is I keep thinking more and more about this. Like, how do we incorporate this in more funnels? But like, it's like Kickstarter stuff, right? Like here's package 1. Here's package 2, here's package 3, here's package 4, and then you got copy here to justify it. I'm thinking about, and I may or may not do this in my next book launch, though, is I could just sell the book, or what if you structure like a Kickstarter campaign, this section here, right? So like buy the book for whatever, $10 or free plus shipping, or buy 5 books you're gonna get this, or buy 20 books you can get this, and 100 books you get this, and 1,000 books you get, and just having different offers. And let people who they're sold on, like for me, I was already sold on like grass-fed beef. So I'm like, okay, what do I want? I want some of that. I want some of that. And same thing, someone's already sold on buying your book or buying your thing. Like what else? Like what else might they be excited about, right? Like, oh, if I get 5 books, I get a free call with Russell. Like that's awesome. Or if I buy, 1,000 books, Russell will actually come to my office and coach me. Or I can go to his office and coach him. And like, not everyone's gonna take the big expensive thing, but a percentage will. The other cool thing to think about in this funnel is selling the byproduct. Like you don't typically, when you go to an organic grass-fed, website, they're not typically selling off the liver and the heart and all these other pieces, right? In your business, like what are the byproducts, what you do that you could sell off? Like for me, I sell off my sketches, right? I sell off you could sell off your list, your contracts, like other things the other byproducts of what it is you're creating, and bundle them in here in just kind of another cool, interesting way. And then from there, obviously they've got their order form. And they're using this order form here as well, but then they're bumping all the other things, right? And so it's like just more additional ways to get more and more people to add on. And then they go to the thank you page. Again, the thank you page has a purpose behind it, and the purpose now is to get you right here to share it with your friends. So here's a little share arrow, and that's kind of goal, which then drives people back to the front. It makes this thing actually become a really cool funnel. So there, you guys, is the Crowd Cow funnel. Again, there's 3 or 4 big takeaways from there. I hope you got it from how to position this, to how to position some of these things, how to do order form bumps, how to get people to share. This funnel's been really fun. I hope you guys loved it. And I want to see what you guys, or most of you guys, or all of you guys doing it. You're going to see pieces of this and some of the funnels we have coming out soon as well. And that's what I got for this month. Thanks, everybody, and I'll talk to you guys soon.